Oh, we are. Smile. So we'll just wait for people to join us.
It's been a long time. Is anybody there?
Sunday Sundowners with Carl and Jenny. We've got our Sundowners.
Let me get comfortable first and then people do. Cheers, anybody?
Nobody here yet.
Oh.
We've got one person in the house. Who's with us? Just type us. Simon Pownell.
Simon.
How you doing, Simon? Ha! Simon, guess what? I Naughty Pirate. How you doing, mate? We've just got a brew
Cheers,
going,
guys.
Simon. The first one I've done on the boat. I'm just got the still running now. So
Got the still running. It's been running
it's been running for the last 2 hours.
last 2 hours. We've not been able to have any dinner.
Yeah, we've not eaten yet.
Not eating.
Sailing
because he's
Norma.
got it
Hi,
all
David.
over.
So
Hi, David.
oh, there's 10 people
We'll just
already.
wait till a few people come on and then we'll go into questions and what we've been doing and why we've not been here. I'm not comfortable on that.
Oh, get yourself sorted.
I know. It's like doing it all quick. Let me move that out of the way.
So tomorrow is the big day. We're going to be setting off. We've been busy. You've been distilling all day, Simon. Yeah, we've just been doing it for the last couple of hours. We've actually been getting the boat ready all day today, all day yesterday, stocking it up with food, beer. You'll see on the video we're going to put out. I'm going to have to try and get it edited tomorrow. But we're setting sail in the morning. We're going to do, it's about a 14-mile trip we're just going to do tomorrow. Just a bit of a shakedown sail. Excited about it. And then we're going to stay there for a couple of days because we've got a few things we want to see in the place we're going to. And then we've got a big sail, around about 70, 80 miles.
You're getting right into it. Hang on a minute. We've not even answered the question, have we?
I've not been asked one yet.
How are you feeling about it?
I'm telling her.
You said quick and then off.
Shake it, baby. Mowley, nice to see you back.
Yeah, we're off tomorrow.
So, yeah, we're doing this little 14-mile sail just round to a bay just up the coast. But we're going to have a bit of a play for a few hours. Just see what this little baby can do.
See what she can do. Because we've only taken her around the bay when we did the survey.
Coffee time. Nice to see you,
And
coffee time.
Hello. Thank you. So excited. I'm a bit nervous, I don't mind saying. But only excited nervous because it's like been a build-up and everything, and this is what we've been looking forward to, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then, like Carl says, we've got to see what the boat will do. Can you even remember which way it kicks when you...
Of course can.
See, I don't know things like that. Of course I can.
Anyway, Mare's
I
growing
might
a little
drive
bit.
it out.
No, I'm driving it out. You can just lift the anchor. In fact, you don't even need to lift the anchor because I can do it from the helm.
Yeah.
What's the weather like for you tomorrow? It's been quite windy today. Tomorrow it's dropping off again. But just in the bay here, we get, because of all the mountains, you get a little bit of a
like
a rotary
gorges,
effect. So it blows a little bit worse in here than it Nordics than it does out at sea. So the plan is we're going to sail out, get probably 4 or 5 miles off the coast, have a good play about, learn how the boat handles really, and then we're going to go up to the bay where there's quite a few people from the marina gone. Plan is for tomorrow night we've got a barbecue on the beach. Tuesday night we're actually going to a restaurant because we won €150 at Christmas for having the best dressed boat.
Yeah.
So we've got to go and spend that at a restaurant out there. And then Wednesday we'll be setting off towards Cassos, which is on the way to Rhodes. So first sail is going to be like real sail is going to be about 60, 70 miles. So looking forward to it. So hi Gavin,
Hi, Gav.
Anna,
Yeah,
well done on getting your day skipper.
Yeah. You looked good. Looked out like you're having a good time in Scotland.
Not as warm as it. Oh, cheers, Mowley.
Oh,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
I'll have a beer on you, definitely.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so it's all happening. Can't wait.
Finally.
So the boat's listed. Well, the boat was listed to one side because we put all new batteries in.
Did we say that last time?
I don't know. So the mast was just slightly off centre, and every time I sit up on the deck, it's been bugging because the mast was slightly off centre because of the weight of the new batteries what we've put in. So today, or yesterday, we put loads of beer in, put it on the other side.
And of course it's on that side as well.
She's bang on straight now, so we're happy.
So we've just not got to let the beer...
We've not got to drink all the beer. Hi, John.
Get down, have we? So, yeah. So it should be fun. So we're now...
Old soldier, nice to see you here. Speaking to you earlier.
Whoa, oh, we'll come on to that in a bit. Well, Keisha Pilot, Grandpa bought a boat. So we're just going to get all the camera batteries
charged up,
because
and
we want to
film our
try and put it
departure.
everywhere so that we can film it properly, won't we?
Film our departure
And then
tomorrow.
when we get to Ilunda, which is the little bay round the corner, when we've had a barbecue and we've settled in a bit, we will do showing you around the boat. Because like now, we've got nothing behind us. All my little trinkets were behind there. They're now stowed away in a box.
The Buddha's gone, the little sailboat's
Everything's
gone.
For now.
So all
it's
the
a
stuff
boat,
what we've had it for like
a
a
house.
house over the winter, it's all been stowed today. So it's just it's a sailboat again now. Earlier I rigged up the boom brake, so we'll be trying that out. Dinghy's been repaired again.
Yeah, we've done it twice.
Temperature at the moment.
But we failed with the dinghy.
The temperature at the moment is 76.5 outside. Earlier this week we did have it just topping over 100, so it's been quite warm.
Lovely.
So it's been great.
Salmon. Yeah,
So
exactly.
we're just buzzing. The whole atmosphere in the marina is just buzzing because people are all ready for setting off, and there's a few people leaving tomorrow and going to the same place as us, so that'll be...
Yeah, some have left already, some good friends that we've made as well. They're on the way, so we can watch where they're going. In particular, if they're going the same way, it's really interesting to see how the sea's been, because we're going over the Angry Sea and all this.
The first bit we're doing is the worst, probably one of the worst parts. It's called the Angry Sea. But
we're hoping it's just going to be a little bit miserable, not necessarily angry, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll catch him on a good day.
Yeah, we'll do that bit, and we're going to have quite a long sail, aren't we, that first one?
Yeah. I want to do an overnight and go all the way, but
nah, not to start with, dear. One
So,
thing at a time, one thing at a time.
So Marie's just asking what happened to the
Hi,
dinghy.
Marie. We've tried mending it.
No, what's happened to the dinghy? We pumped it up, and the dinghy holds the air, but it was letting a bit of water in, and we put a patch on it a couple of months ago, maybe before Christmas. I think I did a Fix It Friday video about it.
And mended where we thought.
Yeah, and then we put it back in the water again not long ago, and it was leaking
give us a thumbs
again.
up.
So we've pulled all the old patches off, all the old seals, and we think it's where the rear transom. It's quite a common thing because our dinghy's like a rib bottom. It's a solid bottom boat, fiberglass boat bottom. So we've repatched what we think it is, and it's out in the water now just to see. If it does continue to leak, although to the moment it hasn't done, but if it does start again, we're going to have to buy a new one. I've spoke to a lot of people in the trade, and they've all said once they start,
they're like going to downhill from there.
We've got a little pump what we can use for.
So that'll be a funny
pumping out.
episode where we're all on the little dinghy getting to shore, and we've also got to ladle all the water out, well, to make sure we get there or back. So wet feet.
Will you show around later on the live stream or move?
No, we're going to show you around the boat once
We're going to do a video just
Proper.
about the boat properly.
proper boat.
Because now we've got stuff stored away and stuff. It's
You can see
it's
things.
more like a sailboat now rather than
Yeah.
a little bit of a living winter home.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll like it. We do.
If
You'll have to do all
if
the
you can
technical
hear a little
things.
bit of dribbling in the background, it's not the bladder. We're just making some spirits. The still's running at the moment. So
We've only had all winter to do it, but
yeah.
we've left everything to like this
well,
last
we didn't
week.
bring any kit with us. We brought
No.
we brought all the kit, but we didn't bring the yeast and things like that.
Yeah.
So when we've just had to nip home back to England to take the van back, as some of you'll know. And so while we were there, we bought some some stock.
All the little flavourings. Have
So
we got
we've
one?
bought all the flavourings and the yeast and stuff. So it takes a week. So we're leaving it till last minute. I've got 25 litres to put through the still tonight, and it takes about an hour to do each 4 litres. So.
Yeah. But that should save us a lot of money buying things when we're on the way.
Yeah. So other Carl bought a boat. Yeah, I've not heard anything from him for quite a while. So, and to be quite honest, we are still patrons to other sailing channels, and in all honesty, we've not had a chance to watch anything because we've been that busy. It's like I've got a video to edit, and
Yeah,
I was hoping to get it edited
My
today,
wife,
but
Carl
we've just.
Peter says hello. Hello, Carl Peter.
Hi, Carl Peter. Jenny, you're fresh and beautiful. Carl, you're like me. Lucky.
I don't know about fresh and beautiful. I'm a bit hot and sticky at the minute.
So I can't remember what I was saying now.
You got stuck on my hot and sticky.
I got stuck on your hot and sticky, yeah. But anyway, so what else we've been doing, Jenny?
Jennifer.
Sunday, isn't it?
With-
Jennifer.
We did all your safety equipment.
Oh yeah.
We've done that.
So in the last few weeks, we have bought new EPIRB. Yep, it's warm. It's 70, whatever I just said a minute ago. At the moment, it's been over 100 degrees this week.
But we've been cleaning and we've been doing, so we've got a bit hot.
So safety equipment, we've replaced nice MILF. Thanks. Me or her. We've replaced all the safety equipment on board. So we've got all new flares. We've got all new
Save
fire
the old
extinguishers.
ones.
All new fire extinguishers. We've got new EPIRB. We've serviced all
Fire
the life
blanket.
jackets. New fire blanket. New water cartridges
New
on the
life raft.
automatic
Have you said
thing.
that already?
No,
New life raft?
you're interrupting again.
You looked at me to ask what?
I was looking up there at the fire blanket. Hi Dan. Yeah, we've got a new life raft. All that's fitted. So hopefully we're never going to use it, and it's the biggest waste of
Waste
money
of
we've
money.
ever spent. Fingers crossed. But you never know, and it'll
Yeah.
make good viewing if it's not.
Yeah.
So,
And a lot of people who are on the boats here don't even bother. But
but we are.
we think for however many £100 it's your life, so it's not.
You can tell you didn't pay for it.
How much is it again then?
How many thousands?
Well,
Steve's Vids. Hi, Steve.
hiya Steve, how are you?
Yep, we met up
I
with
know the
Steve's
other one, I
Vids
can't really- MG.
a few weeks ago in Athens, and we went for a lovely meal.
Oh,
Oh, thanks, Sailor Noma.
Thank you.
Really
4
appreciate
beers.
that.
Yeah, definitely 1 beer.
Yeah, we went and met Steve and his lovely wife in Athens. We went
Yes.
for a meal with where Sean Connery pops into. So they treated
Yeah,
us to a
great
lovely meal. So
Yeah.
thanks for that,
Are we
Steve.
both okay? Doing great.
Back in
here
Minneapolis.
till June.
Yeah, get back to
Then
Greece,
back to
Steve.
Greece.
It's red hot at the minute.
It's just warming up nicely. It's lovely.
So what else we've been doing? Oh, paddle boards. We bought 2 paddle boards when we were back in the UK. Brought them back, and we've been having a bit of a play on them.
Yeah. We looked at the red
You're probably
paddleboards.
better than me on it, but well, you are
I don't
better than
think
me on it
Probably is not the word. Is
for
it?
now.
I am better than Carl.
For now.
No, we looked at the red ones, and they were expensive, but they are the best.
They were £1,200.
So we thought, because we're learning it as well, we didn't want to pay that much, and we want to have 2 so that we can both do it at the same time. So we got these from Decathlon, didn't we?
Decathlon, £329 each, I think they were. And the
Bargain.
reviews were saying that they're as good as the reds. And we've actually let one of our friends who's got a red paddleboard
Still not
have a go on
nothing.
ours, and he prefers the ones we've just bought than his. So
That's it,
where in
that's
the
it.
UK are we from? We're right in the middle, Chesterfield.
We're from the posh part, can't you tell with our accent?
We're from town.
Right
The
in the
locals
middle,
would call it.
near Sheffield, near where they did the Full Monty video, if you've ever seen that, where there's the guys that
Aye, Al.
stripped off.
Yeah,
Um,
between
What else is
Sheffield and Derby. Chesterfield is famous for the Crooked Spire Church. So if you Google the Crooked Spire Church, Chesterfield,
That's
you'll see
ours.
where we're from. And
um,
it's self-explanatory. It's a crooked church. like most people who live there.
How
How do
do-
Rossi Pop?
Oh, it's nice seeing everybody.
Yeah.
It's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because we've not been here for
I
so long.
know.
It's,
Well, the problem is we've done that many things and we've not been sailing that we didn't want to. We wanted to. We can't wait to get out. So it's like it's supposed to be a sailing channel, not just a.
Yeah.
Um,
Panzer has
Been
just
at
said that there's not much water there. You're quite right, because there's
not
a
much water
village
where?
in Chesterfield.
Oh.
There's a village just up the road from where we used to live, and it's actually the furthest part away from any part of the coast in England.
But do you know Ellen MacArthur lived near where
Yeah,
we did?
Ellen
Look what
MacArthur
she
lived
did.
near us. She went to the same sailing club as we did, so there's a few sailors
There's
from
a
around
few-
that area.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest selling second-hand boat superstores
Boat
was
house.
in Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Nationwide boat sales. I don't know where they are now, but
Time Bandit. Even you two. About time you got online for us fanboys. What's that mean?
who wants to see us online?
Yeah.
So when do you set sail and where to?
Oh,
We're
Dan.
setting sail in the morning, Daniel. Daniel.
In the morning.
We've just got to pick up from the Chandlers just across the road a new boat up, because we just double checked ours today and it's not too brilliant, so we're going to get a new boat up, and there was a couple of other little things we've got to get when they
Pay for
open,
the electricity.
and we've got to pay for our
the
electric
water,
bill.
So all the bills are paid for here.
We have got tinted windows, but yes, it's dark. It's 20 past 10 at night here at the moment.
Ahoy me, our
Ahoy there, catfish.
Captain. Captain.
So yeah, we're setting sail in
perfect,
the morning,
perfect.
and in a couple of days we're heading over to Rhodes, but we're just doing a local sail.
So are you going to be able to put on a map? Because a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
people don't know where we are.
If
Oh, I understand.
if you want to follow where we are, because we'll be setting sail in the morning, we've got our InReach will be live. So if you go to our website, www.carlandjenny.com, go to the Locate Us page, and you'll be able to plot the route.
But when you're doing the videos, you'll have to show where we are, won't you? Because I like to
Yeah.
see that on other people's.
So you still live in the UK in winter? No,
No,
we sold up
Panzer
in
family.
the UK. We bought the boat and we've got a motorhome. We've just been back to the UK to take the motorhome back, because we're going to be leaving the marina for the next 6 months.
So
So
we've
no,
got zilch.
this is the house. The boat is the house. This is where we live.
This is the
Full-time
dream.
liverboards.
This is the dream. Call the dream. We're off on the dream.
What's he saying?
Uh,
While you've been away, I've had to watch Sailing Doodles instead, with ads and plugs every 30 seconds.
Yeah, we ain't got that.
It's a sailing channel, but filming other stuff than only boating stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I quite like... Oops, hang on.
I've lost you.
I've just pressed the wrong button. I quite like Sailing Doodles now they're back on the boat. But anyway. Chilly the Med in winter. Do you know what? We've been in t-shirts and shorts
We've been
nearly
lucky.
every day.
They've said
Because
this
we're
has
in
been-
Crete, we're quite a way down
Yeah.
in the Med.
Crete is one of the best places to spend in the Med.
And that's
apparently.
why this
That's why
marina
we're
is
here.
fully blocked. Fully blocked? That's
Fully
because I've
booked.
just read that. It's fully booked already for next year. What's my level of me alcohol?
Dunno. Carl, are you sailing over to Turkey? If so, get a haircut. Hey, we've
Do you
had
know
a
what?
Alice band.
I've got my Alice band on now, because
And we need to buy
when I'm
another
out
couple.
there, it's getting really long. I can get my ponytail in there. So, that doesn't look too bad actually.
It looks like a right Greek, don't you?
Yeah. When in Greek,
A Greek
when in
god.
Rome. I don't know about a Greek god.
No, it's so curly.
What do you
at the
mean,
back, though. So curly, it won't hang down.
Yeah, it's
will it?
getting
Dead
long.
curly.
So no, we're going to let it go. It's going as long as I can get it this year. Captain New there in the
They're in the
videos.
videos. What's that mean?
I don't know.
I think we've missed that
Going
one.
to stay in
Time
Greece or
Bandit.
going
What's
to
that one
Turkey
now?
or other places? This year we're staying in Greece. We're heading over to Rhodes, then up towards Kos, and then we're going to go north up to, go on, Thassos,
There's a lovely island.
right at the
apparently,
very
right
top
at the
of the
top.
Med.
And then there's also what they call the Three Fingers, because there's like island just out
Three
things.
fingers.
And that is where to head for. It's the highest point north that we can go, but it's also the most beautiful as well. So
we're going to try and get up there.
Get there.
If we can't get there, because the problem you've got in the Med is the Meltemi wind, and it normally starts around about middle of June, and it gets really strong, but it's northeasterlies. So if we can get up there before then we'll come back down the west side of Greece, well, west as we're looking at it, and then back to Crete for the winter.
Yeah. Panzera family said apparently there's lots of monasteries.
Yeah.
There's lots of monasteries.
There's lots of churches and monasteries
and there's loads. There's so much to see. I can't wait to see it, and I'm like really excited at being able to decide where you're going, and then I want to, hopefully, if you've still got internet, be able to look at what there is.
We will have
and
internet.
see it, won't we? Not just nipping.
Yeah.
And miss everything. So we want to bring you quite a good.
Steve's Vids, you meeting up with Kestrel this summer? I've actually been talking to Kevin today because they're good friends of ours, and hopefully we will be meeting them later in the season.
Yeah, they're
don't know when yet.
Moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they're doing a delivery up to Bulgaria.
But hopefully so.
Lots of new sailing videos there. Yeah, to be quite honest, we've just held back a little bit on the videos what we've been putting out this month. Alright, we've been back to the UK, but what we didn't want to do was put out too many videos what weren't actually sailing. We've been doing the Fix It Fridays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow starts where we can actually film sailing, which is what we know what people want to watch. So that's the reason we've been a little bit quiet.
Oh, somebody put upload everything.
I know, lots of new sailing videos.
Lots of new sailing videos.
As a newbie who is still trying to like the sport of sailing and his wife, I got a question. Who had to convince whom that sailing is a good idea? Good question. This is for Captain Catfish.
What do you think?
I've always been into well, I used to be big into windsurfing, and I think I've told this story a few times. I was big into windsurfing, and I was out on Boxing Day in the snow windsurfing, and I was freezing cold one day, and I come home and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to sell all my boards and I'm going to buy a dinghy, because I wanted to learn. I'm going to buy a boat because I wanted to learn to sail. So the same weekend, Nationwide Boat Sales, which we've just been mentioned, I went down there and I bought a dinghy. About 3 weeks later, I'd learnt to sail it, read all the books I could. This is pre-internet days. Read all the books, and we bought this dinghy, and just get little Sailor Ted. I think I just put a photograph up recently on Instagram. Our daughter had just been born, and this was the first teddy bear I ever bought her.
And she's now 24.
Sailing Ted. She's now 24, and we've got a photograph of this little teddy bear on the dinghy with a little girl, Carleen.
So he was into it, to answer your question.
So I got into it, and within a few weeks of buying the dinghy, I did my day skipper course. Then I did my yacht master course, and then I started buying bigger boats. So we've been sailing for, I've been 30 years now, on and off. But nothing on the size of this boat, just like trailer sailor type things.
How did you get me to do it?
That went the last couple of years. We'd always said that when I retired, we would buy a boat, because we love travelling, but we never wanted to stay in one place, like go and live in Spain or go and live here or there.
We didn't want to buy a house and be stationary, because everywhere we've gone,
we love it.
We've loved the places, usually 99 times out of 100, and we've thought we don't want to just be in one place, because before you know it you're 50 and you've not seen everywhere, and there's loads of places to see, and what's the easiest way to do it? Either in a motorhome or a boat. And then when we've gone on holiday as well, and we've been walking around, we've gone to marinas or we've gone to a coffee shop, and we're just drawn to the water. I think a lot of people are, and we would sit for hours just watching any boats coming in.
We used to go to Cornwall and all on the south coast years ago when the kids were little.
Look at them.
And we spent more time walking around marinas just looking at the boats, thinking one day.
One day.
Well,
look what life they've got. And then
is Carleen and her guys still joining you? Yeah, we're meeting them in Rhodesbury on the 12th of May. We're picking them up. So
that's why we're heading that way round and going like anti-clockwise and seeing them first.
So that's how, going back to what Catfish was asking, that's how we got into sailing. And it was basically just Jen had to follow her along as she always does. She's quite a good wife. That's why I've married her. No, that's a compliment.
Quite a
she's
good
an
wife.
excellent wife.
Quite a good wife.
But she likes the things I like, and that's why we're compatible.
Yeah.
Isn't it, love?
We like, thanks, babe. We like the excitement of it. We like different places. We like that once you've purchased your boat and everything, we like to hope that it's cheap-ish. Well, do you know what I mean? You can move around where you want to, and if you can anchor up, then it's cheap to do that. We like showing off a bit. Do you know, that's been dead nice. This last few weeks in Crete, the flights have started coming in, so there's been holiday makers. Do you know, it's a lovely feeling, like when you just nip to the shower thing, or you go to into town, and you're coming back and people are looking and going, ooh, look at all these nice boats, and you actually open that gate and go in.
And
I like that feeling.
And it's like where we used to stand and watch people doing that, and thinking,
we're actually
sitting there thinking, one day we're going to do that.
It's fantastic. So, yeah.
If you've not already done it, talk your wife into doing it. Buy her a new pair of shoes. Just make her feel good. Happy wife, happy life, and then get her into sailing.
That's right.
And don't make it too difficult for her, because if you watch our older videos,
yes.
Atrocities at Sea, where she was, I thought,
cry.
That's it, I'm not going sailing again.
Thank you for the answer.
You've got to do it one step at a time. I like the boat keeled over,
Yes, quite a good wife.
water coming over the sides, adrenaline type sailing. That's not for Jen. So we've had to do a bit of a compromise. So I'm happy. I've got a boat. I live on my boat now. 365 days a year.
Yeah.
We live aboard. If I can't quite get it tipped over, so we've got water coming over the side, is that such a big thing? And the other thing is as well, is when it's your home, you don't want to push it as hard as you would if you were just day sailing.
I think
because if you wreck it, it's a lot of money. So you sail it a little bit more conservatively.
Yeah, but from my point of view, I don't think I'm a wuss with things.
You're not a wuss.
I like to do a lot more than perhaps some women do. So, as in, I'll give everything a go. And I quite liked it, even when we were in Plymouth and we were like heading into the waves and it was banging and doing. I quite liked that. That wasn't an issue, and the keeling over wasn't an issue. It was just the frightening things where it's in here a lot of the time, if I'm honest. So I'm going to try and convince myself that you're not dying until you're actually dying, are you? You're not going under until you're going under, and it's stopping your brain thinking about it. And how the wind, when it got me crying before, the wind was like going, ooh.
It was just the first time. It was the first
like,
time
wait, what's happening? And then it hits you.
It was the first time you'd experienced that sort of situation.
Yeah.
It was a perception overload.
So I can't, to be honest.
Sensory perception overload.
Yeah, I want it to happen again so I can deal with it better, because experience is everything. And when you talk to everybody like in the marina and what they've done, some people are really confident with it, and it's only through going through different things and having that experience. Yeah, just got to get experience behind me.
What's Nordic saying? Carl, do you think now that you are a yacht owner you will late charter yachts dumped into more next year? No.
I hope not.
Do you know what?
I don't like that attitude.
We love canal boats, and if you hire a canal boat and sail down motor down a canal, the number of people who are liveaboards who can't actually control the boats all come out with that sort of comment about they'll see a charter boat coming down the canal and they stand on the deck saying, slow down. And when you watch them actually trying to go through a lock of stuff, they can't actually do it because all they do is just live on it. So I know from being on charter boats, you can either, there are people who charter boats who just go on there, they get pissed up, they can't sail, or they can't sail, they can't do a motorboat, whatever sort it is, ability. But there's also a lot of people who charter boats and they're damn good sailors.
Yeah.
It's just that the fact that they're not in a position where they can commit
They
to
can buy
buying one.
And everybody's
So,
got to learn as
I ain't got an
well.
issue. If they start getting too close, yeah, shout out to them and say, "Oi, you're too close," or "Bugger off over
Yeah.
there." But no, I ain't got a problem with people. Everybody's got to go through that stage at some time, and that's how you build your experience up.
Well, Keisha Pilot. My
So-
second wife is. You've lost me now.
Ladies like G&T sailing.
Old soldier. Well, I'm a bit of a vodka and whatever I can get woman. To be
I'm
honest.
on, what am I on? Captain Morgan's,
Captain Morgan's.
which
and
I've
I'm
made
on
myself.
Vodka and.
and
Coke.
you're on vodka, what I've made myself. So, yeah. Carl, do you know?
Safe Winds.
Safe Winds
tomorrow.
tomorrow, thanks for
you,
that
sailing
sailing
number.
number. My second wife is
He's
8 years younger than
you
me and
lucky
still
man.
has that new wife smell.
Ooh.
Did you sell the motorhome? No, it's in storage at the moment, so that when we go back to the UK visiting family, we've got somewhere to stay, somewhere to live in, and transport.
Yeah.
And we
And
we might bring it back to Greece. We don't know
We
yet.
don't know what we're doing with it yet, do we?
But certainly when we start moving further west, if we spend a winter in Spain, then we'll definitely take it over there. And this is one of the reasons we chose Scotland for day skipper, to get strong winds, gusts, and high seas.
seas.
Good to learn it. Yeah.
Gav, it is, and Hannah. We one of my first sails was from Plymouth in November, I hasten to add, and it was just like being on a fairground ride. You look behind you
Oh,
and
Plymouth.
you've got some swells that were like,
We had
well, they
five.
look bigger than
We
what
had
the
5
cats
metre
were, but
swells behind
they
us.
were quite big. We were on a, I was just like on a fairground ride basically, and I was okay with that, other than freezing cold. I'd just got my eyes out. And about 7 layers on, which I didn't find very much fun. But that didn't bother me, and I thought, if you've got nice weather and then you can get somewhere and dive into turquoise blue, clear
Water.
crystal water, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, you go for it, gal.
So Al's asking, are you still doing the homebrew on the boat? You might have missed what I started off with this earlier on, Al. I'm actually doing it now. I've got to get through 25 litres through the still tonight before we set off in the morning. So that's what I'm looking
We're
for
currently
over
on
there.
how many?
I'm on. In fact, in 2 minutes, I'm just going to have to dive off over there because my next batch is about ready. So I'll have to leave Jen talking to you for 2 minutes. Because I've just almost got the limit what I'm pulling out. It's not far off. So yeah, we're doing the homebrew. So Jenny, we prefer you clothed for the warmer weather.
Are you clothed for the warmer weather? Do you? I'm not going anywhere for the warmer weather.
Well, it's not getting much warmer than it is here. Everyone is trying to convince their wives to go sailing. Trying dating and telling someone your dreams, they go running every time. Do you know what, Naughty Pirate? Why don't you date somebody from the sailing club? There's an idea.
No, it is a difficult one.
Date somebody from a sailing club.
Yeah. Or take her on a cruise to start with, that'd be quite handy. And then just go and sit in a harbour and look at nice boats. And then go to a boat show and take her on the really nice posh ones. And then show her what you can only afford.
He's trying.
Yeah.
Still spirit sachets. Yeah. I buy it in
Vanilla
bottles,
and
Gav,
raspberry
because
vodka together.
I've tried sachets and they work out quite a bit more expensive, to be honest.
Vanilla and raspberry vodka sounds nice.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, there's some cracking ones. We've been boring and we've bought our regulars, so we've brought back a few the Caribbean spice rum. We brought some vodka back. We brought gin, ouzo. I made a batch of ouzo because we like the ouzo down here. What else did we buy?
And that was it. Whiskey, vodka, Bacardi. Rum.
No, we didn't do Bacardi.
Did we do that?
Rum.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It all goes down the hatch. Where are you going to store a 25 litre bucket on the boat? Simon, it's a 50-foot boat.
Simon,
We've got a spare berth back there, which is full of all my camera
stock,
gear, the winemaking, the beer making
the
gear, the
buckets,
stills, everything.
You can't.
So the
You
paddle
can't
boards are
move
now
a
in
lot
there
in
because
there.
we've put them down tonight to pack them up before we set sail. So anyway, yeah, we've got. In fact, I've got 3 25-litre buckets. In that case, I'm lucky I found a girl that likes sailing and married her. Lol. However, a long way from buying a boat. Yeah, but they'll all come round, old soldier.
Keep that dream. If you want it, you go for it.
Will you be taking crew with you?
No.
The only crew we will be having are friends and family, and
At the moment, there's only 2 of them.
I've got more than 2 friends.
2 coming.
There's only 2 coming now.
Who are booked in.
But also we've got some people who are patrons who've won competitions who are coming out with us.
Yeah.
Which we've just got to organise the dates for that. Sorry, Carl, missed the start. They're putting up the price of alcohol in Scotland on the 1st of May.
Oh wow. Woohoo.
And move out to Scotland. Okay, Rusty Pops, thanks for that. See you later.
Thank you.
Ah,
Thanks for
Anton
coming on.
Sid. Hi guys, better later than never. Sorry, steak dinner.
Oh.
Do you know what? We've not even had our dinner yet.
I don't think we're getting any.
We had a barbecue earlier this afternoon, and we brought some stuff back what we didn't cook, and we thought we'll have that for tea. And do you know what? It's now 22:11,
and
we're still not had it.
But I'm glad you've been able to get on your vote finally.
Well done,
cheers.
Anton Sid, for
really good
setting
to see
sail.
Living on the boat. Brill. I'm glad it's all worked out for
What
you.
dinghy sailing did you do? I bought a Skipper 12, learnt to sail on that. This is after me windsurfing, so I learnt to sail on the windsurfer. And then did a little bit of Wayfarer. I've had a mirror dinghy. I've had a go on toppers. I've had a go on lasers. But not long after I bought the Skipper, I then upgraded and bought an 18-foot trailer sailor, and then moved up from there. Marv, tell them you've got a yacht, you'll get them knocking your door down. Right, I'm just going to have to go and turn the still off. I'll leave you with Jenny just for a second.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Right, what
I've got to crawl under this.
Under your wires?
Under my wires, because we're plugged in.
Oh, hang on, let me move then. So, Al, where are you planning on sailing to next week? Just to go over, Al, we've got a little bay that we're going round to do the shakedown, as they call it. How far away is it, Carl?
It's about 14 miles, but we're going to make it
14
about
nautical
25 miles.
Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of messing about on the boat so that we can find out all about her. Then we're going to be there tomorrow. We're staying 2 nights. We're having a barbecue 1 night, and then we're going out for a meal 2nd night before setting off on a 60-70 mile journey across to Cassos, it's called. That's one of the islands that is north-east of us, where we are now. So we head in like in anti-clockwise direction. We go into Cassos, then a place called Karpathos, if the winds allow us to be, and then on to Rhodes, where we are meeting our daughter and her fiance. And there we're meeting them mid-May, 12th, 13th of May. So yeah. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, you're going to get plenty of footage of the sailing, Jen. I know, it'll probably have to be my... Are you doing it, Jen? Are you filming? Are you filming? So yeah, I shall be doing all that, Gav, don't worry. We're just doing all the batteries now so that we can hopefully put the cameras in different places, so when Carl edits it you can get a full vision of what we're doing, so you can see me panicking with whatever I'm going to be doing. Jenny, does Carl trust to leave you alone with us? No, not at all. As you can probably tell, he's only 3 feet away in the galley.
6 foot away.
In the place where he should be, in the galley.
Yeah,
sounds great. Hope you get good winds and sun. Thanks, Al. Oh, it's lovely. It is really nice. Dead exciting. Dead exciting. Just hope I can remember what you're supposed to do. In fact, we found some things out of when we were on the charter, and I need to read that really. But yeah, we'll get there.
No, that was just your checklist.
I know my checklist, yeah, but it reminds me of things. It's like driving a car. Does Carl cooking? Is he any good?
I do all the
Any
cooking.
good? Have you seen what size we two are?
Carl does all the cooking.
Carl does all the cooking. Now,
Apart from breakfast.
well, you look, you're not on show at the minute.
Oh, they can
So
hear me.
Just, I do the breakfast, and we've had some nice breakfasts lately. Avocado and eggs and stuff like that. But no, I do the breakfast. I do all the clearing up. I'll do the pots while I look after my husband.
Who plots the roots?
Who then plots the roots. But then no, his responsibility is to do the tea. So, which is what we call dinner. So at dinner time, 6, 7 o'clock, Carl will do it because he's much better than I am. You're the right size. Oh, I'm not. I need to lose about 2 stone, but we're on a secret. Don't tell anybody. We're on a diet at the minute, so that when we come back here in October, we should hopefully be a lot thinner. Yeah, yum. So, anybody got any more questions for me? Oh, Greek cuisine. Greek's fabulous. This diet that we're doing is like your Atkins, so meat, no carbs and fat. I've never eaten fat before, but now I can eat cream. And in a few weeks, when I've lost quite a bit more, you can go on to this second phase, so I can just eat strawberries and cream till it's coming out my ears, and it's on the diet. Al, can you get all the ingredients for a full British breakfast black pudding?
Yeah.
We've not had black pudding though.
We had a full English yesterday.
Yeah, I did a full English yesterday. I've not got black pudding though, Al. I must say I've got this. We've had bacon, egg, sausage, mushrooms, tomatoes. No bread, of course. No toast, which you would normally have.
We have rye bread.
You have rye bread. I've not had that. Yeah, I've not seen black pudding, but then I've not really looked for it. You can get it possibly at the British shop because there's one of those around the corner. But we like to try and eat what you can get here. In fact, today we've been to the barbecue this afternoon, and one of the nicest things is zucchini flowers.
Courgette.
Courgette. Zucchini.
Flowers stuffed.
Yeah, stuffed with cheese.
But they were done with cheese, feta cheese.
Also, your keto diet is the thing. Yeah, that's it, like that. It's low carb, high fat, lost 2 stone in 6 weeks. You're joking.
What was that?
Wow, old soldier. Yeah, I lost. Well, I bought some. That was the other funny thing as well.
They weren't funny, they were rubbish.
From the cheap shop.
The Chinese shop.
Around here. So I knew they were under a little bit because I didn't weigh half as much as what I did when we first got back. But and then I made a friend of ours get on them and say how much lighter are you, and she said they're about 1 stone under.
They were 6 stone under for me.
She was about 1 stone under, so, but I thought I'd even lost some.
There's plenty of fish here, Gav.
Yeah, and I've been to Lidl, and bought loads of fish in tins that we've got stowed underneath. So even if we can't get any food, we can eat fish, salmon and all stuff like that, so it should be good. And then we'll be swimming and paddle boarding and sailing.
There's not much there's no black pudding here because there's no cows. We've not seen any cows in Crete. So Sailing Creo, Emma and Matt.
Yeah.
Welcome. And thanks for coming.
The pounds will drop. Well, that's what I'm hoping. I know. I'm going to be swimming in the morning. I'm going to then go on my paddleboard, and then I'm going to winch stand one way and half a dozen the other. I've got my bands to put up. Bought some of those band things on the mast, so I can be pulling and pushing on them.
We've got TRX things, and you've got your elastic bands.
Yep.
So
we've got enough to do. It's just doing it, really.
No, don't mean pigs. There's pigs here. Pork's plentiful in Greece.
But you could make
we're talking
pudding out of pig's blood.
Is it pig's blood or is it cow's blood?
Just blood.
I always thought it was bull's blood, which is a male cow. What is funny?
Any difference?
We've been walking round the shops and they've got, you'll not believe this. What is it?
I took a picture of
rabbit milk.
No,
donkey milk. Now to me that sounds a bit spermy.
No, it was so made out of donkey milk. I took a picture of it. I'm going to put it on our Facebook thing.
Yeah.
Don-
No, I'm not
Donkey
doing
Milk.
that one. Get Halloween. True, but the med diet is good too. What I like about the med diet is
Greek
that
yogurt and honey, strawberries.
and wine.
Wine.
Wine's one of your
Red
five.
wine is supposed to be very fair.
One of your 5 a day.
And it's supposed to lower your...
Can't do less
Whatever.
sundowners, Creo. We're making us own.
Less alcohol. Means.
I know what you mean, or he means.
Or he
Is it
means.
Matt? Is it Matt or Emma there, or are you both there?
Yeah.
Um,
I try and stick to one lot of drink a week, to be honest. But I don't always make it, do I?
what?
One evening of drinks.
You don't have a lot,
I don't have a lot, actually.
which is just as well because
I
that
don't
side
need
of
a
the
lot.
boat is now balanced against its batteries.
That's
Oh, no,
where
it's
all the
just,
beer
it's
is.
just beer.
So,
1 crate a week.
oh, both of them.
Well, that's what we're planning on because we've been and bought quite a few crates this week, and it's all in the, well, a lot of it's in the rear lazarette, the port side aft lazarette.
Don't we sound like we know what we're doing?
Quite a few of it's under the floor in here.
Yeah, I don't know where they are. We've got all boxes, plastic boxes, numbered from the previous owner who left them.
And it's
And I did do a little list, but
Oh.
that's gone.
just found €2. Bonus.
So yeah, that should be quite fun when we get there.
Okay, Panzer, laters. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, so we'll be sailing. Can't wait.
So what else have we got to? What,
Have I
what
got
else have
anything
you
else
put
on
on
my
your list?
What have I put? Only what we've bought, what we've been doing. Bought the paddle boards.
Boobs.
Boots. Met lots of lovely people, haven't we?
Yeah. We have.
It's
A lot of
cracking,
people.
A cracking place here. Ios Nikolaos is how they pronounce it. It's an absolutely brilliant marina. Absolutely brilliant. There's something going
Emma
on
will
all
associate
the
with that
time.
because she's from nearly not from where we are. Coalhouse. She'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah. But no, it's
Nikolaos.
cracking. It's right in the middle of town. Everything happening. We have got more of a social life here than we've ever had back in England. So, and people who like the same kind of things. So, we've just been non-stop, even though we're not working. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
Just getting the boat ready. So, it could be quite sad but nice to leave people because you're ready to move on, I think.
I'm ready to move now because we're
You can
getting
get
into a
stayed.
bit with. It's like, oh, Steve Gunn, our broker when we bought the boat. Hi, Steve.
Woo! Steve, we're off tomorrow. Dream is going to move on the water.
Dream is going outbound.
Yeah, we're
What's
ready.
Emma saying? We would agree
Thank
with
you.
the social life. It's way better than
On a
better on
boat.
It
It
is.
is.
Do you know what? We've probably met more people since we've
Here.
been here since November than we've ever met.
Ever done.
Like going to your
Yeah.
local pub or whatever, and you become better friends because it's more concentrated. Because everybody knows that not long after you've met them, you're going to be going the
Yeah.
different ways.
There's
So
like no barriers. There's no barriers with
your
people.
friendships become more
You-
intense for a shorter period.
Yeah.
And
You
then
meet them and you're more open. They're more open. You find everything about each other within a short space of time. You have a drink and you just enjoy life. And the other thing as well is there's quite a few people that we've met that have had illness issues and stuff, and they just have always wanted to do this, and that's why they're sailing. So their attitude is fabulous.
And what's
So it
also
just rubs
nice
off
is
with
that we've made
everybody.
a lot of friends, or we've made some good friends who are residents in the town.
Yeah. In
So
particular,
that's nice.
Sports Bar 26 in particular.
Yeah,
Sven
Sven
and
and
Sophie,
Sophie.
absolutely brilliant couple. Yeah, we're giving them business, we are, but they're brilliant. They are really good friends, and they've been brilliant with us. Went out for a meal again last night, didn't we? That was
Yeah.
nice.
Has it been expensive to get ready? Yeah. We've probably
No,
spent.
it's not not much
not
for
for
me
her.
at all.
I think we've probably spent just before we went back to England I spent about £3,000, €3,000 on getting all the new safety gear, like new life raft, new flares, EPIRBs. There were some other bits and bobs as well we bought. But the boat's now ready and it'll last us. All the stuff what we've got is like valid for the next 3 years. So yeah, there's always money to spend.
Well, there is on a house.
In fact, I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday in the marina, and it was like, before you get your boat, we're actually living on it, and you're watching like YouTube and stuff, and people saying they're always doing jobs on the boat. And like, I've had boats in the past, and you think, well, there can't be that much to do.
Can't be that many jobs.
There is, because every day you get up and there's a job to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, where you're at home living in a house, it's like, well, you don't have to do it every day in your house, but when you're on the boat, there's always something to do. So it's non-stop.
Quite extraordinary, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm just going back through these questions. So yeah, you're always spending money. So we like that 47.
We like that 47-foot Bavaria. We did the course on, gave us confidence in big winds on
Yeah.
seas.
Well, that's what we bought, Gav.
Yeah, fab boat, fabulous.
Okay, back. When Keisha Pilot's back, was it the name? I think he's talking to the Sailing Creole. See you on the water soon. Yeah, hopefully, guys, we may meet up in the Med.
Yeah,
later this year. That'd be good. Collaboration. Could put a good video together.
So that's a cost for a few years. Still, that's a cost for a few years.
Yeah. So all our safety equipment now is valid for 3 years. So we're not going to pay that again.
We think we've got to buy a new dinghy.
Yeah, we'll probably have to buy a new dinghy.
Oh, we've sorted the bimini, didn't we? We've done that as well.
Yeah, we had I think the previous owner had maybe dropped the boom down a little bit, and it had rubbed on the top of the bimini, and it had been patched, but we've had it redone because when it was done the first time, they'd not used ultraviolet UV thread. So the sun's damaged it, and the patches start coming loose. So we've had that all redone, and then on the top of the bimini there's some windows in there, and because they're in the sunlight all the time, they've just gone. You couldn't even see through them. They're like hard yellow.
Like smoked. You'd have a cigar on them forever. They were
so
that
we've
brown
replaced
yellow.
those as well.
So that's all good.
That's all done. We've got some new ropes for halyards and spare spring lines and docking lines.
We bought new winter mooring lines, didn't we? We did that because we've had quite a big swell sometimes, so we've got nice big thick ones of those. They'll obviously be put away for next winter. What else have we done?
Well, we did the batteries, but I think we've spoke about that before. We did all the sea
it.
cocks.
Yeah, that's all that needed doing.
So yeah, we're just looking round now, thinking what we've done. We've done everything what needed doing. So we're now ship shape,
a lot,
hopefully. So
we'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, a few hours tomorrow morning. We'll be out there and see how she goes. Can't wait.
I know.
So, Carl, did you try polish on the windows? Oh no, and if you see them, this is probably the original bimini from when the boat was made, so it's 8 years old. And they're in the sun all the time because they're on top of the bimini, as you know. I'm not telling you how to suck eggs. And they're they're totally tobacco stained. They're thick as. I've actually saved them because, or I've saved one of the windows because where we've put the passerelle on, I thought if we're on a steep thing, I'm going to put it round the bottom as a bit of a protector for the teak decking in the cockpit.
Have they gone brittle as well? No,
they're not brittle, but they just. I don't think you polish through it with acid. They might mere polish.
Oh, best of luck, guys. Hope you have a good sail. Thank you. Yep. So do
cheers,
I. Yep.
Yeah. It's too late for that, and we've put new windows in.
Yeah.
Done
But
and dusted.
we will look at that for
But
when we need to. Try new PVC.
They really are
and,
beyond restoring.
Yeah, they were.
I'll save it and show it you one day when we meet up again. Well, we've got it in. I've rolled it up and put it in the lazarette.
Save it.
It's gone.
Oh, sorry, that was my name.
So we've replaced that,
yeah.
and that'll be good
And
to
that's
go.
it. So we're all ready. So got to get off. Have a great time and plenty of footage. Looking forward to seeing the sailing videos. Yeah. Thanks, Gav. Thanks, Hannah. We're looking forward to doing it.
Yeah, and good luck with your boat hunting. So anyway, that's almost an hour we've been on.
Yeah. I think that's enough for everybody.
Unless anybody's got any questions
Any
in
last minute
particular,
questions?
fire away now. Carl and Jenny go sailing. That's always on my mind, Marie. Every time I go to sleep, is you singing that and doing your dance.
Yeah. Okay, honest. You wearing the pirate captain costume
Do you know what, Steve?
on the way out tomorrow?
Didn't you have my pirate flag out earlier?
I've put it in with the other flags, actually.
I'm not going to wear the pirate costume, but I might play Black Sails as we sail out there.
You know, he's bound to play it.
Something
You'll not be able
piratey.
to put that on the video, though, will you? Because it'll be whatever it
I
is.
can dub over it.
Whatever. Yeah, we will have that on.
Yeah.
See me, can't wait to see your sailing adventures. Yeah, it'll all come. You'll see everything. The good and the bad. Hopefully not too much bad.
Jenny in the policewoman costume. No.
Nah. It was a policeman.
Been there, done
so.
that. I've seen more police bloody uniforms than I'd ever want to see
Yeah,
again. So
it doesn't do. Policewoman costume doesn't do it for him.
no.
Well, that show.
Yeah. So we'll be playing Black Sails as we depart Agnick.
Role play, definitely. We've got fantastic imagination, and we're very good at acting, aren't we?
Acting goat.
Yes. Anyway, and on that note,
So anyway,
we will film it. Hope you enjoy.
if nobody's any
seeing
more
the next few
questions,
episodes
we
where
will
we're
be off now. So just as a reminder, www.carlandjenny.com. Go to the locators. When we set up in the morning, we'll be activating the tracker, so you'll be able to see exactly where we're going, and that'll be switched on now until maybe September time.
Yep, and you can follow us.
And you can
as
follow
it's
where we
happening.
are.
Fair winds.
So
Thanks, Steve.
we'll try and do another live update pretty soon, and watch out for the videos coming out soon.
Yeah.
So
Alright. So thanks everybody for joining us. Please give us a thumbs up if you can.
thumbs up,
And,
and check out all his, keep up to date with all his social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook pages. And for any of you out there who actually do the video stuff, go to Sailing Video Creators. It's a Facebook page I set up months ago, which is just for people who actually put the videos together. So might be interesting to you. And of course, if you want to go on Patreon, we'd love you to. But
buy us a beer.
don't matter if you don't. So anyway, thanks everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye bye. And now I've got to try and find where to press this
Fair winds and
off
quiet
button.
temperatures. Definitely.